Good evening to all pro wrestling fans from all around the world of all shapes and sizes. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, the 5-Star Grand Prix 2025 tournament brackets have now been set completely. The tournament kicks off this coming Sunday, July 27th. So, wanted to get on here and talk about first upcoming matchups to start the tournament off and just kind of give my thoughts on how this could go. So, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Got quite a bit to talk about. So, once again, 4 blocks total. Red Stars A, Red Stars B, Blue Stars A, and Blue Stars B. And of course, remember, it's the top 3 from each block that will advance to the playoffs. So, just to keep that in mind. So, the top 12. So, should be good. But you know what? Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Let's look at Red Stars A first. All right, Red Stars A. So, just a recap. Your competitors for Red Stars A, the World of Stardom champion, Saya Kamitani. One half of the Goddess of Stardom Tag Team Champions, Hanan. The High Speed Champion, Mei Seira. Yuna Mizumori, Lady C. One half of the Stardom New Blood Tag Team Champions, Waka Tsukiyama. Azusa Inaba. And Bea Priestley. Alright, so, first matchups. Alright, start from the top. Here we go. We got Saya Kamitani versus Lady C. Oof. That's a tough first match for Lady C in this tournament. And to be honest, I can't see Lady C winning. So, I'm going to have to give that one to Saya Kamitani to open up with a win. And of course, it's still the usual 2 points for a win, 0 for a loss, 1 for a draw. All right. So yeah, I'm picking Saya Kamitani to win that. We got this. Now this ought to be really good. We got Hanan versus Azusa Inaba. This one could actually go either way. And of course, Azusa Inaba is the current JTO Girls Champion, as well as Queen of JTO Champion from the promotion Just Tap Out. Hanan, one half of the Goddess of Stardom Tag Champs. Honestly, this one could go either way. And personally, could be a draw. It could actually end up being a draw. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, but I think this could potentially be a draw. But if I had to pick a winner, I'd say Hanan would probably get it. But honestly, it's a matchup that could really go either way. But I'm thinking it could end up being a draw. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. We got High Speed Champion Mei Seira versus one half of the Stardom New Blood Tag Champions, Waka Tsukiyama. Easy pick for me. I got to go with Mei Seira to get the victory there. She should have that one. I think she's a little too strong for Waka. So I think Mei Seira gets that one. And then the returning Bea Priestley will have her first match of this tournament against Yuna Mizumori. I think B. Priestley will have this one. But I think Yuna Mizumori will put up a good fight. But I think B ends up getting this one. But it's an interesting matchup. Yuna Mizumori, B. Priestley. It's a very interesting matchup. But so those are all your opening Red Stars A matchups. So got some interesting matchups. I think one to definitely keep an eye on is Hanan versus Azusa Inaba. I think that could be, the top opening match coming out of the Red Stars A block. That one's very intriguing. But yeah, I think that's the one to keep an eye out in the Red Stars A to open up this tournament. Alrighty, let's go to Red Stars B. Okay, Red Stars B. Alright, so a recap of the competitors for Red Star B. You have the current Wonder of Stardom champion and 1/3 of the Artist of Stardom Trios champions, Starlight Kid. You also have 1/3 of the Artist of Stardom Trios champions, as well as the current NJPW Strong Women's champion, Azumi. You have Natsupoi. You have Sayaka Kurara, of course, who won this year's Cinderella tournament. You have Tomoka Inaba. You have Rion. You have Natsuko Tora. And you have Rina. So that's your lineup for Red Stars B. Another very interesting block. Alright, let's look at some starting matchups. Red Stars B. Ooh, this ought to be really good. Starlight Kid versus Tomoka Inaba. Ooh. Ooh. I could actually see this going either way. Maybe potentially a draw, but I could see Tomoka Inaba upsetting Starlight Kid. I actually could see it. But I won't be surprised if it's a draw or if Starlight Kid wins. But I think definitely Tomoka Inaba has a good chance of winning this. So I'm actually going to pull for her to pull off the upset. But yeah, that should be a great match. Really, really great match. Alright, let's see what else we got. Oh, this ought to be good. We got Azumi versus Natsuko Tora. Ooh, this is another one that could go either way. I'm gonna say Azumi wins, but Tora might use shenanigans. She's part of Hate. They tend to use shenanigans sometimes. So, but I think Azumi's got that one. I think she's got that one. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, a battle of stablemates. Check this out. Natsupoi versus Sayaka Kurara. Oh, that's gonna be a tough matchup for Sayaka Kurara. But I don't see her beating Natsupoi. So I'm gonna say Natsupoi wins that one. But ooh, a battle of stablemates to start off early in this tournament. We got Rion versus Rina. Ooh, that's another tough one for Rion, who is coming off a singles victory at Stardom Sapporo Rendezvous. And Rina right now is not going to compete until this match. Just to recover and rest from the recent concussion. They did give word that it's confirmed that she will still compete in the 5-Star Grand Prix. So, smart decision having her just take time off until time for the tournament. I think Rina will win that match as well. I think Rina will beat Rion. So, I definitely think the match to watch out for in this block is definitely Starlight Kid Tomoka Inaba. But also, you know, Azumi versus Natsuko Tora is one to keep an eye on as well. But I have to say, one at the top of the list is definitely Starlight Kid versus Tomoka Inaba. That should be really, really good. All right. Now, let's go to Blue Stars A. So, Blue Stars A. Okay, Blue Stars A. Okay, so the lineup, we have the other half of the Goddess of Stardom Tag Team Champions and Saya Ida. We have 1/3 of the Artists of Stardom Trios Champions and Miyu Amasaki. We have Saori Ano. We have the Sendai Girls World Junior Champion and Aya Sakura. We have Ami Sourei. We have Bozilla. We have Ruaka. And who ended up winning the singles qualifier between Akira Kuragane and Yuria Hime, it's Yuria Hime. So Yuria Hime is this TBD here. She ended up defeating Akira Kuragane to win the spot. So, Yuria Hime. Okay. Let's take a look at some matchups. Hold on one second. I need to fix this. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's take a look at the Blue Stars A opening matchups. Oh, here we go. Saya Ida versus Saori Ano. I think Saori Ano's got that one. Although, don't sleep on Saya Ida. You know, she could end up breaking out in this block. It's not going to be easy, but she could break out in this block. But I'm going to go with Saori Ano to win that and get the 2 points there. Miyu Amasaki versus Yuria Hime. You know what? That's not too bad of a first match of this tournament for Yuria Hime. But I think Miyu Amasaki gets the victory there. But who knows? Maybe it could possibly go to a time limit draw. I doubt it, but I think Miyu Amasaki's got that one. But it's not a crazy, crazy difficult matchup for Yuria Hime. All right. Let's see. Oh. Now, here's an interesting one. Aya Sakura versus Ami Sourei. That's an interesting clash of styles there. Ami Sourei and Aya Sakura. But I think Ami Sourei picks up the victory there. But that should be an interesting matchup. Should be a very interesting matchup. And then we got Bozilla versus Ruaka. That's another interesting matchup as well. But I think Bozilla will win that. Should win that. But I think the matchup to keep an eye out for to open up Blue Stars A is definitely Saya Ida versus Saori Ano. I think that's the matchup to really keep an eye out on out of this block. But yeah, some interesting opening matchups for the Blue Stars A. Alrighty, now let's go to the final block, Blue Stars B. Alright, Blue Stars B. Alright, let's go over the lineup again. You have Momokogo. You have the current Future of Stardom champion, Hina. You have Rana Yagami. You have the other half of the Stardom New Blood Tag Team Champions, Hanako. You have Suzu Suzuki. You have Momo Watanabe. You have Konami. And you have the current IWGP Women's Champion, Sari. Okay. A pretty stacked block here for Blue Stars B. So let's take a look at the opening matchups. Let's see. Oh snap! We got the Battle of the Peaches. The Battle of the Peaches. Momo Kogo versus Momo Watanabe. Ooh, this this ought to be interesting. I like both ladies, but I think Momo Watanabe takes that one. I think she ends up being the dominant peach in that Battle of the Peaches. But yeah, so I got to go with Momo Watanabe. Let's see. Oh, here's an interesting matchup: Hina versus Suzu Suzuki. Okay, but I gotta go with Suzu. But Hina could pull off an upset. Could pull off an upset or maybe a time limit draw. But I'm gonna go with the safe pick and say Suzu Suzuki wins that one. Okay. We got Rana Yagami versus Hanako. That should be a good matchup. A nice little clash of styles there. Part of me could see that going to a time limit draw, but I'm gonna give the advantage to Hanako. But that should be a good match. And then, oh man, Konami versus Sari. Oh, that should be really, really good. I'm thinking Sari will win, but you can't sleep on Konami. You cannot sleep on Konami. Not to mention, I believe Konami, if I remember correctly, a long time ago, she's made it to a finals of a 5-star. It was either finals of the 5-star or the finals of the, I think it was finals of the Cinderella tournament, of a previous Cinderella tournament. But somebody fact check me on that. And I think the match to watch out for, I mean, there's actually a few to watch out for. I mean, honestly, this is the most stacked block. I mean, not to look down on any of the other blocks, but this definitely seems to be the most stacked block. So, I mean, honestly, all 4 of the opening matchups out of this block are definitely ones to keep an eye on. You know, the Battle of the Peaches, Rena Yagami, Hanako, Hina versus Suzu Suzuki. That's an intriguing matchup. Konami versus Sari, of course. With this being Sari's first 5-star Grand Prix. So, yeah. You got some very intriguing opening matchups for this year's 5-star Grand Prix. And it will begin and end at Ota City War General Gymnasium. So, definitely looking forward to this tournament. Like I said, it begins this Sunday, July 27th. And that's all there is to it. I can't wait. They do have one more stop at Korakuen Hall on July 24th. Got a couple of title matches to look forward to. As a matter of fact, let me just go to it right quick because I just want to make sure that I at least make note of them, because I believe they have the card up. So July 24th, that's this Thursday, they'll be at Korakuen Hall. And like I said, there are a couple of title matches. So, you have the high speed championship that'll be defended, as Mei Sarah will defend against Honoka from Pro Wrestling Wave. So big opportunity for Honoka. You have the NJPW Strong Women's Championship that'll be defended, as Azumi will make her first official defense against Bozilla. And then you have the Goddess of Stardom Tag Team Championships on the line. as the champions. Wing Gori, Hanan Sayaida will defend against a team that recently beat them. Or not only, I'm sorry, not recently beat them, but recently beat Fukuoka Double Crazy in an impressive fashion. BMI 2000, that's Ruaka and Natsuko Tora. So you got 3 championship matches to look forward to this coming Thursday at Korakuen Hall. But yeah, that will be the last stop before the 5-star Grand Prix begins. Should be good. Should be really good. But yeah, and on that note, I want to do a special toast for this tournament. I know that, a lot has happened, a lot of names that unfortunately won't be part of this tournament, but with a lot that has happened and has taken place, it's made predicting this tournament really, really difficult. And with this being Stardom's biggest tournament, now at 32 competitors, I'm looking forward to a very exciting tournament in this barrage of pro wrestling tournaments that we got going on currently. But I just want to raise a glass and say cheers and wish all the competitors best of luck. I look forward to this tournament. Excellent luck, ladies. Kampai. That's good. Ooh. May have to get another glass of that. That'll do it for this video. Let me know what your predictions are for these opening matchups for this year's 5-star Grand Prix. And let me know who you think will be the top 3 to make it out of each block. And hey, let me know who you think's going to win the whole thing. Would love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the 2, I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed evening, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Peace.